Alright, IndyCar. We are at Legacy, Charlotte. So we got the yellow walls. They're going to be very bright because it's going into sunset. So I have to crank the brightness now. Otherwise it's going to be way too dark. So you're going to have a little bit of blowout, especially coming out of 4 on the track. I'm not qualifying. I'm just going to do a practice pit stop here. Kill some time before the race and start at the back. Been having some really good races, so I have a feeling, because this week I gotta get everything recorded by Wednesday for the entire week. I have a feeling I'm gonna have a very frustrating week because I do not like racing more than once, and since I need content, things are going to start going poorly.
The officials are telling us they won't accept the way you're driving.
So
your lap times will be deleted until you
hopefully not, though.
car.
Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully we
10,
have a nice race here.
5,
But this place is narrow,
3, there's the flag. It's over.
and
2,
the setup
right here.
is very tight. So people are going to be going weight jacker 20. But then that is going to bite them because the transition out of 4 can just snap you extremely hard, and then we'll have a big old wreck on the front stretch. So we're just gonna play it easy. Hope that they either wad it up or we go all green. But tire wear, probably the final 20 laps. Maybe the final 15 laps of the run. Just kind of seems like that's how this tire works. The set feels good on your own, but people are going to be able to burn it off, and people are going to start to melt the right rear if they're too aggressive over the hump. So we'll see. No clue how it'll go. Do a practice pit stop with no fuel. And gonna have to move that brake bias back a little bit because it is locking up the fronts big time. So in here we've got Crash, who we have some decent races with in this series, and then Jim in the 21, and that's it. So thankfully Danica did not show up, but because we got a 26 car split, someone had to be assigned Danica randomly, so I believe it was the 23 or the 24 car, just because that's where they were when I got to where that car is listed on IR Sidekick when I was changing everyone's paints. I need to actually go in and update, see if there is a 2025 AI set available yet, so I can just redo all these paint schemes and get the new schemes out, although not a whole lot changes IndyCar year to year. We are starting 21st. I will take that, and hopefully we just have a nice uneventful race.
One to go.
As you can see, it's already getting really dark because iRacing can't turn on.
The estimated strength of field
It can turn on the lights
776
at the light bulb point, but those lights
clean. The DNF today would hurt our points a lot.
don't actually do anything. They light up, but they don't light up the environment. That's done by an overlay that they have to put on, but that overlay can't be put on until after the sun goes below the horizon, because something about daytime shadows and night shadows. At least that's what the rule was when day to night came out, but it doesn't seem like that's changed.
Still waiting on 2 cars to grid. You have 2 additional sets of tyres for this race. Be smooth and have a good
Hopefully
run.
the new graphics engine will just cure a lot of the problems, because, I mean, it seems like they're very reluctant to do night lighting, and they need to do it more at road tracks for the buildings and other things that are around, just because it's way too dark. And we need to get a moon. We need that extra little bit of light every once in a while. Don't know how much you actually see stuff like that in the car at night while racing on a dark track, but I feel like it should make some difference just to have a little bit more luminance at night when it is a full moon or half moon. But yeah, this is why I cranked up the brightness, and until the lights come on, it's going to be very dark, very difficult to see.
About to go green, stay focused.
But as long as we can avoid the wrecks, then that's all we need to see.
Ready.
Very, very slow late start. Everyone spreads out pretty well back here. Now I just got to find the right balance for myself and kind of sway and watch. It is a free track. That means that we get a few more random people showing up, usually not at the top of the poll when you get 70, 80 people signed up, but every once in a while you get some indie road racers that decide to come do an oval race that don't really fully understand how to survive an oval race.
24.209.
I'm actually already getting loose somehow. Got a whole lot of low lining happening up front. Fuel I'm not even concerned about, because I don't think we're going to get a fuel run unless there is a big pile up that takes out half the cars. But I think we're just going to get to the point where someone's going to spin and we're going to get a yellow. I already see people clipping the grass. I don't know if that was from practice or what, but there we go. Just lost the nose. So we've gotten too close. They are all racing very hard up ahead. And Charlotte gets very narrow at 200 and whatever we're going. I don't even know what the speed is. 220. Holy shit.
24.332.
I never look at that number because it's meaningless. But yeah, they are packed on each other. I tried to make a pass on someone on fresh tires and it was just impossible to do. Like, you could get past them, but they were going to instantly get a run on you. So there's not a whole lot of point of trying to get away from someone. And I'm not going to work my way up into that mess just to get ran over when the wreck happens. So we'll let all these people go and fall in at the back, because when the wreck happens, it is gonna be big. I'm just gonna lift off here, get these two past me as quick as I can. try to drive on the apron and wreck myself. That would have been a good way of killing myself and Jim.
25.067.
But I feel it's coming on. I'm not seeing a whole lot of prediction code issues, amazingly. Not seeing people bouncing around or moving around, but they are racing harder and harder right at the very front. And as you get closer, it just ends up happening, even if everyone's being safe, just because we're going so quickly. Your game is predicting where all the other cars are going based on the last information they got. And even with the fastest connections, that information, the real info, is 2 car lengths back from where you are. So it's having to predict that much at 220. Now, slower you go, it's got to predict less into the future. But right now, it's predicting where everyone else is before it gets the information about 2 car lengths ahead. And that's if they've got a 60 ping. So that's why things happen. That's why you'll see the people with high ping know that they can weaponize it and swerve around, because if I go like this and then quickly back this way, the game's going to see the initial turn to the left and assume that I'm just going to the left. And that's how they end up wrecking people, and you get some big netcode issues.
24.49.
But right now, it's all just chaotically calm, I guess is the best way to put it. Oh, just almost had contact off of 4. It looks like someone's getting really tight up there.
24.578.
I haven't adjusted weight jack or anything, which is very surprising, because when I was pushing it really hard in practice, I was at plus 11. But yeah, I think it's the mellow yellow car. I didn't have a paint scheme to change him to. I don't know if it is that guy, but 5 cars ahead, he is getting ready to kill the wall off of 4. And they are 3 wide off of 4 at the front. Hopefully they all survive that.
24.611.
And we'll just get this guy past us.
Car outside.
I just don't want him passing us low and sliding up in front of me on corner exit and losing the nose, so that's why I'm just lifting off and letting him go, because at the moment, we're not losing a whole lot of time. I'm not saving fuel, I'm just trying not to get in dirty air. And you can see at the front, they're going nowhere. It looks like 4th place just got in the wall. But they are racing 3 wide. And like I said, it's eventually going to happen. And if it happens at the front, it is going to be a very, very large wreck. So I think we got space to slow down. I don't think either of the guys behind us is going to ARCA break it. We'll just sit in this pocket for now.
Low car up high. Go low.
That is not going to be a yellow. He gets to the pits.
24.792.
He just probably got prediction coded up into the wall or just tagged the wall. But no one loses any ground from it, and he just held it up and didn't try to ruin everyone else's race, so thankfully we continue on, except for him. I don't believe we're going to be gaining iRating this week. Not this race. We are the number 6 car, so it's a kind of a weak field. And I don't know if I'm going to find the pace. Looks like we're just not gonna get the wrecks. It's starting to spread out. As I say that, we get a car darting left and right like crazy up there. I don't know if they have damage from what happened with the other guy, or if they're just losing handling, but they seem to be going pretty slow. Alright, so we got 31 laps of fuel left. We're going to be looking at maybe 10 laps. You're going to start seeing people having some tire fall off issues, or it may just not happen, but right now feels like we are catching without trying.
24.47.
And I'm not even really feeling a whole lot of dirty air. But nowhere to go at the moment. They're too wide up ahead. We'll take our time. Still a ways to go.
4.755.
Very surprised though. I thought we were for sure going to have just a massive wreck. But you're not seeing the cars move around as bad as they normally do, so who knows, maybe that downtime somehow fixed the problem. You're also seeing a situation where it's looking like it's very difficult to pass some cars. Yeah, I think it was the mellow yellow car that was hitting the wall up ahead of us, because he just did it again. I don't know if it's prediction code, but then they nearly wrecked not too far up. I'm going to go a little more weight jacker here. Just try to get around this guy, and I get super tight. Thankfully he backed out. Otherwise, it would have been really bad. That was all on me. It's just gotten stupid tight now all of a sudden. Very weird. Try to get out of some of this dirty air.
Caution, yellow flag. Line up,
And just a single car.
Pit road is closed.
Well, that makes it so we don't have to worry about green flag stops.
Catch up, 26 car.
Fuel-wise, we don't have too much to worry about.
Catch up,
We're gonna
26
go
car.
I've not been pushing it at all, so I'm going to, you know, I'm just going to fucking top it off. We'll be overfueled, but maybe that will help the balance.
Catch up, 26 car. The pit road is now open.
Always got to make sure that I get behind the guy that can't fucking stay close to the field. They love to be 5 miles behind the car in front of them. I don't get what the advantage of it is, but they are not concerned at all about gaining anything on pit road. Tires 8692, so yeah, I can see why it felt like absolute trash. And you know what? I'm just gonna go to the back. We've seen what's happening. Everyone's going to be more aggressive now. I'm going to treat this like it's the start of a brand new race. And we're just going to assume that everyone is going to wreck.
Catch up, 22 car.
Because we still have a ton of cars on track.
Catch up,
We are in 24th place. We've only lost one car. The guy that spun apparently is going.
One lap to green.
So he didn't even hit anything.
Catch up, 22 car.
Even though we're single file, it's going to bunch up quickly. We're going to be well behind the field though, and I think we're just going to see a big explosion of cars. I know they didn't do it in the first run, but now everyone sees that, you know, no green flag stops, nothing. It's get everything you can now. Super dark. Be really nice if it was realistic lighting, because they would have had the lights on well before we even joined the server at this time. But
The pace car is off. Be ready.
hopefully we only have to deal with it for a few more seasons.
Green flag, green flag.
So yeah, I felt for a moment that we were all of a sudden faster and had an advantage over some people, and that went away very quickly. So until we get inside 20 to go,
6.065.
we're just gonna sit here. I mean, we may want to up the weight jacker just to try to get more right rear, but I'm not sure you can get more right rear.
24.123.
But yeah, I think a top 15 is not even possible. You know what, let's try our normal thing that I do, where I go the other way on the weight jacker and work the front bar. See if we can get a comfortable feeling with that while we wait for him to wreck. They're just not going to give me free spots this week.
We're halfway in the race. 24.255.
I cannot get a feeling. Alright, back to 4.
The car is C18. Just set the fastest lap. 23.993.
Yeah, they're going back to multiple different lanes up front. They are 3 wide off of 4, very close on the high side. Very surprised they survived it. I don't think it's going to be... I think we're going to get the wreck.
24.258.
If we're going to get a top 10, it's going to have to be a wreck at the very front and not a mid-pack wreck. We need like 20 cars to wreck out in this one for me to get a top 10.
24.401.
They're just not wrecking though. I mean, hey, I will take the continued cleanish racing. It's better than that gateway race that we had. That was the worst thing I've experienced in IndyCars. Also, I'm just slow.
24.481. Caution, yellow flag. They want you in single file. Pit road is closed right now. Catch up. 16
And we
cars.
got
Catch up.
like
22
4 cars involved in that.
Catch up.
Try to
16
get past
cars.
everyone weaving and swerving around. Wasn't a whole bunch. And we got a broken car up here that's not going to catch apparently. Wouldn't be IndyCar without someone being confused under yellow on who they need to go past.
Pit road is now open.
Luckily, we don't
Catch up.
need to
16
pit.
cars.
Only reason I would pit is just to get to the back because I don't think we lost enough. We are in 19th though, so there are quite a few people that have vanished and still a few more that may have meatballs. I want to go ahead and drive through. Definitely not taking tires. I just want to drive through and go to the back. Almost got a speeding penalty when I have a pit limiter. That would have been really
Pit
stupid.
box in 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Just don't want to come out behind the people that are repairing damage. because they may be way off pace. So I'll sit here for a moment, let the 19 go, and then it looks like everyone else is getting repairs.
They want you in single
So
file.
still 19.
Catch up, 19 car.
I should have stopped in the box and seen what the tires were. Actually, let's just go ahead and do that. We've got time. Although that may put us behind a lot of these broken people. I don't know how that'll work. Let's go ahead and just
One to go, next time by.
19's doing it as well. And it looks like a lot of the broken people are still on pit road.
5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Take a look at our tires. 97, 97.
That's it, go. One lap to green. They want you in
Alright,
single
so
file. Catch
tires
up,
are even.
car.
We gained some spots. Let's see if Jim survived it. Yeah, Jim is in 8th. So he survived it and then did not pit like everyone else
About to
did.
go green. Stay
I'm very
focused.
surprised people put on tires this early. But
The pace car is off. Be ready.
I guess later isn't going to do you a whole lot of good
Green flag. Green
if it's
flag.
10 to go. Doesn't seem like there is a whole lot of fall off.
0.521.
Try to stay a little bit closer here, if possible. Don't even know. It may not be a thing that I can do. Jesus, it got super tight.
25.458.
So some of these guys may just be taking it easy, waiting to take track position on the next yellow, if there is a next yellow.
.946. The car in P10 just set the fastest lap. 23.864.
Yeah, I do not feel like I can even complete a pass if I want to.
7. The car in P12 just set the fastest lap. 23.842.
Like, I can't move forward at all. I know I'm running the high side, but can't just run in the dirty air, because you see what happens there, so. Now we got one in the wall. Looks like it was survived. There wasn't actual damage. I thought maybe they were damaged. But they are looking to wreck again up front, so this may just be one where I sit in the back and they eventually hand us a ton of spots. But it doesn't, like, I don't feel like I can do anything. I'm not feeling whatever I need to feel to move forward. or have any speed. It's getting very packed up there. And you're going to have people that have pit for tires wanting to get back into position. Got a car on the apron coming out.
Inside, clear.
Three wide off the corner, and that is some smoke from that three wide, I assume. Now they're all stacked up on each other after almost wreck. It'd be very weird though if someone took tires on that last stop, because I mean we had 3% wear, and people pushing it would have had maybe 5% wear. It just seems like a waste of your final set. But if it does go green and they end up having an advantage, then hey, it worked out. But it's just a hard gamble to do. Yeah, I'm getting tight again. Just trying to sit in that air.
24.315.
They're not done though. They are not done wrecking. It's just going to continue to tighten up here.
24.288.
Really not going to get far enough into a run, and everyone's going to start wanting to make a move. Dart to the left, dart to the right, and eventually one of the times they will not be clear, and then we will have liftoff.
24.334.
Car on the apron. Oh, Jim is ahead of us, so he has dropped back here. I didn't even notice that. I didn't think anyone even changed positions in front of us. 26 is bailing out of it all. Just the 26 car. Smartest thing you can do. Very easy gain of rating through it all. Got a car wrecking that was a lap down, up ahead of the leaders.
24.531.
But it happened so far ahead that it didn't matter. But yeah, they are about ready to wreck. 3 wide at Charlotte. There it goes.
24.718. The yellow flag is out. They want you in single file. Pit road is closed right now. Catch
and it was a Danica paint.
Letter 16 carbide. You had the position when the yellow flag came out. Catch up 26.
All right, well, time to go get tires. Not that we're going to be able to do anything with them. And we're only in 15th, but it looks like 16th is the worst we can do. Could have been a lot bigger. Just didn't happen at the right point. I'm not a fan of being this fucking slow that we have to hope for wrecks. Like, I am just irrelevant at the moment. Hey, the night lighting came
Catch
on.
up, 21 car.
Got people burning fuel. Whole bunch of people not pitting. Interesting. I guess
Pit box in. 5,
tires really don't
3,
matter, and
1.
we've barely got any laps
here.
left. And there's probably going to be another wreck. But I need every bit I can get. 88.91.
Okay, go.
19's ready to race. He actually gets out and isn't trying to make it to the back this time. So we're in
That's
17th.
it for tires. Make them last the rest of the race. Line up, single file. Catch up, 19 car.
And even with our fresh tires, I think we're only going to get spots from wrecks. I just do not have the speed. This place has never been comfortable for me in the IndyCar. Other places I can put a bunch of weight jacker in it and feel fine. Here, over that hump out of 4, just something happens that makes it impossible for me to really go quick. But we're alive,
1 lap to green.
and it looks like we're getting a couple more spots from damaged cars.
Catch up, 19
Just one.
car. Got 10 laps to go.
Lap cars getting sent to the rear.
Pasta, 20 car.
And everyone is going to be taking. I mean, at this point, if I don't have a big speed difference where I can make positions up, then it's just better for me to ride at the back until about 4 to go, 5 to go, which is going to be coming up very quick. Then we'll need to try to get ahead of the people that wreck,
Get ready, going green.
because they will be able to stay out with a meatball flag and broken cars. So
The pace car is in.
and they're
Green,
wrecking.
green, green. The yellow flag is out. Line up, single file.
Well,
Pit
that's
road
gonna
is
make it
closed
even
right
shorter
now.
for
Catch
us.
up, 19 car. Past the pace car. Catch up, 19 car.
And we're in 14th. He's missing a rear wing, so he will have to pit. I mean, we're nearing that top 10 amazingly.
Catch up, 19 car.
That means there has been quite a few that have wrecked. 12? Because, yeah, 12 cars out, because, I mean, we're not ahead of anyone on speed. Nineteen's gonna beat us just because he got out of the pits quicker than us somehow. Well, now you can't sit around, because the next caution pretty much ends it. Just gonna have to do some good dodging. More than likely it's going to happen on the start again because everyone's going to be trying to take advantage of every little run they can get. I just hope this guy doesn't drop the clutch and spin to the right, trying to burn fuel. That guy just drove into the wall up ahead.
One to go, next time by.
Interesting end, but hey, at least the lights are on now. Nope, and that guy got a new rear wing. Hopefully he's not going to try to win it on this restart. Okay,
Get ready.
how are we going to wreck this time?
Post car is off, time to do your job.
Leader's going.
Green flag, green flag.
Everyone ahead of me was a little slow. I don't think we're going to get a wreck at the end.
11.28.
Everyone got very spread out from all that. Nearly just drove it into the wall. That would have been absolutely amazing. Massive nose shove of dirty air. They are getting multiple lanes up there. They could still wad them up. Was not expecting to get to his outside. We got one in the wall, but it looks like it's okay.
23.737 clear. The car in C12, just at the faster flat. 23.677. Outside.
Can do this without sliding up like last time. Do. White flag.
One more lap to go. 23.822.
Got smoke on the wall. And now we're just going to play dodge the wreck here. If there is one. Almost one. Hey. At least it was clean.
There's the
We get
flag.
13th.
It's over.
Out of 14
Okay,
cars,
we'll get 'em next
essentially.
time.
So, not great. But, hey, it's a 13th with 0 incidents. I'll take it. Probably lost like 2 iRating out of that. Jim ends up getting 11th, so good job to him. I did not have any pace at any point. I just had nothing. So, let's take a look at the wrecks. a wobble. We go a long ways before there's a wreck, so I'm going to go ahead and jump ahead. Eight gets a massive push and then comes up and gets into the side of the car on his outside. He goes for a long spin. 18 again has that weird snap into the wall. I don't know if it's actually happening. And the Danica car makes contact with 14. 3 nearly loses it, and then does essentially lose it. And that guy just drives through the back of that car, and was this even a caution? Oh, this was the big one. Okay, yeah. Let's see how everyone back here got involved in it. The wreck happens. Okay, there was a second car that was just broken and couldn't control where he was going. But then, yeah, how did this guy get involved? Oh, he just gets absolutely arca-braked by the 8. Then you get this guy swerving all over the place. That's why the 13 was so off pace at that point. He had to back out and avoid. Prediction code. And then eventually the Danica paint finds itself on the inside, or on the on the inside wall. That is the wreck that happened in front of us, because we saw smoke on the front stretch. And then Danica paint doing Danica things. Drives in the grass, gets loose, drives in the grass again, completely loses it, hits the grass, slides up the track, and destroys the 16. And then they're playing games, and the one car drives over the back of the 18, gets us 2 free spots. Prediction codes the wall. Prediction code there. And then I thought this was going to be a wreck, but thankfully it didn't turn anyone. It did slow everyone up, and that's the race. Alright, let's see how little we lost. 9 iRating, and we're at a 499 already, so we gain nothing, although it does go over 499, so we did gain safety rating, it just isn't showing it. And yeah, I was terrible. I had no speed, so thankfully all of these cars wrecked. I hope it was enjoyable. Thanks for watching.